and I have sensitive nipples.
I'm the hot one.
And I saw his little pee-pee.
I shouldn't have even had the wedding.
Call it off.
That can't be the guy from Home Alone, right?
Dude. Yeah, child predator.
Imagine all the blubber swinging. Where are the bodies?
Where are the bodies, Garth?
How dare you make fun of my dad?
Alright, you ready?
Yeah, fuck it, yep.
Okay.
I don't like the hair on there, but go ahead.
Jeez. Are you gonna be a Josh the whole time?
It literally bothers the fuck out of me.
Just get it real quick.
Got it.
Good?
Yep.
Okay. Welcome back to the Work Husbands Podcast, Season 1, Episode 6. I'm Dylan.
I'm Alex.
And if you guys are enjoying the show, please be sure to drop a like and follow and subscribe and all that stuff. We're on literally anywhere you can find podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. We have shorts and clips and stuff on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube Shorts, all that stuff. So we love you guys. Thank you for being here. And be sure to leave a review. Help this podcast grow. How you been, Alex?
Been good.
Good.
Yeah. Been a minute.
Yeah, I know. It's funny. We see each other like 5 times a week.
Yeah, but it feels like between the time of the podcasts, it feels like a while because of all the editing or because of all the stuff we're posting and all the stuff we're doing right now. It feels like a while. It feels a lot longer than it really is because it's really only 2 days that we don't like.
Like, I saw you, so we work together, if you guys haven't got that from the first few episodes. We work together Sunday through Wednesday.
Yeah, so we don't see each other for Thursday.
Thursday and Saturday. That's literally it.
Yeah, Thursday and Saturday, we don't see each other. So it's literally 1 day since the last time we saw each other that we filmed this. And it still feels like a fat minute because, all the editing and stuff like that. It ends up making it feel like a lot more time.
So at the time of recording this, I don't know where we'll be when we'll drop this because we drop it like a week and a half or so after we film it. We're at 50 subscribers on YouTube, which is sick. We're slowly growing, so subscribe if you guys haven't already.
Yeah, but we have 300 views on our first episode.
I know.
And 50 subscribers.
I know.
So guys, what the fuck are you doing?
Drop a sub.
Just
help us out.
sub. Yeah,
help your boys out.
Yeah, help us out, man.
So what we're going to do when we hit the 100 subscribers, so what we want to do, we don't want to just have this be like a podcast channel. This is probably going to be exclusive for YouTube because we can't really put it on podcast platforms. So subscribe to the YouTube channel because we're going to be doing, every once in a while, we're going to be doing like mini vlogs or we have some funny video ideas that we want to do here in the future. Once we hit 100 subscribers, that's where we're going to do our first one. So 2 things. I hate something and Alex hates something. So we're going to do that. So Alex hates, I have a cold plunge on my back deck.
Bastard.
And Alex hates cold showers. So for the 100 subscriber...
Who doesn't hate cold showers, to be honest? People just
do it because
of the benefits.
I don't love them, but I like the way I feel after.
I bet you do.
And so he's going to get in the cold plunge because that sounds like torture to him. And I have sensitive nipples.
That's a really good way to start that off.
So I'm going to get my nipples waxed. So once we hit 100, if you guys want to see that,
we're at the halfway mark.
Go to the YouTube channel and subscribe because once we hit 100 subscribers, that'll be up there.
Also, I just thought about this. You know what we could do? Like in the future, if we ever start a... It
wasn't plugged in all the way.
Oh. So I just thought about this in the future. If we ever start like a Patreon and we do like a free episode or something for those people, right? Or like an extra episode for those people, I'm thinking that the first few people, like our first 100 subscribers, could possibly get like a free sub to that. Like they would be like our first members, so they could get.
That'd be pretty sick.
Like we could do like a first year for like nothing.
That'd be pretty sweet.
You know what I mean? So like those people are like VIPs almost.
Yeah.
I think that'd be a cool idea to
That's a good
play
idea.
around with.
Yeah, just to show people that we appreciate them, and then we'll start the group chat.
Yeah, dude.
Eventually.
Yeah,
I know we've teased that before,
people
but
could be like the group chat, like VIPs, like there could be
OG members.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's I mean, obviously in the future whenever we're we've grown and
when we've made it big.
Yeah, bro, when we're famous podcasters.
Yeah, dude, people recognizing us on the street.
Yeah.
That's we talked about that, right?
Yeah.
That's how you know we made it. If like we're out somewhere and somebody's like, "Aren't you guys from the Work Husbands podcast?"
Bro, that happened to you.
That would, dude.
Also, we're just.
Oh shit!
I'm
not gonna say that.
What?
That he looks like a Roblox character. I'm not gonna say that.
Well, you just said it.
Yeah, but I'll cut it out.
So, I think you should keep it in.
You think I should keep it in?
I told my brother and his friend that, and they fucking died.
That I said he looked like a Roblox character?
Yeah, because I knew, and they both knew exactly who you were talking about.
I don't know him, so like
he's awesome.
I don't know if like those people like if they're okay with it, but like I just speak, and sometimes I'm like, oh shit, that could hurt somebody's feelings.
So obviously we're joking. We're not douchebags like, we're so famous, we made it, bro. It's a joke. But it would be kind of cool for somebody to be like, hey, are you guys from the Work Cousins podcast? That'd be pretty sick.
Yeah, it would be
Not
sick.
that we need that, but like it would just be cool. But what happened
that
was
would show that like the hard work paid off.
Yeah, that's
that
what
we got our reach.
That's more what it is. It's like, oh, what we're doing, people are actually listening and enjoying it.
Yeah,
that's kind of like what it would mean to us anyways.
Yeah.
But there's this kid, so I have a brother who's 19 and he has a group of friends from high school. I don't want to say their names because I don't know if they want their names on the podcast, but we made that joke about how we knew we made it when somebody recognized us, and we were like 3 episodes in, and Alex was like, bro, he called me, he was like, something really cool happened, but it's also not that cool after what happened after. So go ahead.
Yeah, I was at work, and I think I was getting ready to go to my lunch, or maybe I was even getting ready to leave. Yeah. I can't remember. I think it was more that I was getting ready to leave, because I was walking down like the main aisle to leave the building, and this like kid walks up to me. I say kid because he looks like
like 18, 19.
Maybe 18, right? Yep. I'm 26. Like, he's a kid to me.
We're old,
right? So he's like walking up to me, and like from probably 15 feet away, he's like, like squinting at me.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
you're like, am I about to get shot?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck is it? Right? Like, I'm like, somebody behind me thinks looking at, right? Like, and most people aren't looking for me.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
look at you.
I'm kind of squinting at him back.
Yeah.
And he goes, don't I know you from that podcast? And I, like, it took everything in my body to be like, to not be like, no. You know what I mean? Like,
no.
Like, I don't know who you are, so, like, I don't want to admit to me being the person that you're looking for.
Because
like,
you could have said something that pissed him off.
What if you're, like, a crazy person, too? Yeah. Like, who knows that you're not, like, what? Yeah. Like, what if you're, like, after me for something
What if you're like, I'm the son of the canned air guy?
How dare you make fun of my dad? Yeah.
Pulls out a fucking canned air.
Dude. So he goes, don't I know you from that podcast? And I'm like, I don't know. Do you know me from a podcast? Right? And that's what I actually said. I'm like, do you know me from a podcast? And he goes, yeah, I know Dylan. And I was like, oh, okay.
Like, you motherfucker.
I was like, oh, okay. Like, but at first I was like, dude.
Like, already?
A random
Jesus
person?
Christ.
Like, I don't know this person.
Yeah.
Now, granted, when I called Dylan, I did say that a kid walked up to me that looked like a Roblox character and asked me if he knew me from the podcast.
He just means because he has, like, this squarest, most manly jaw of all time.
Yeah, it is. It's very square. I mean, like, if you drew a person, it's like the crimson chin of all chins.
It's the Giga Chad.
Yeah, dude, it's like the Giga Chad meme.
Giga Chad, yeah.
Like, that guy gets unlimited puss. Whatever. Anyway.
I told my brother... And because I was like, I think I know who it is, and I just saw that description.
You sent me a picture on FaceTime, and I was like, "Yep, that's him."
Yeah. So I told my brother and his friend. They're all like best friends.
Yeah.
They have like 10 of them. That's like best friend group. Dude, I thought they were gonna piss their pants.
That I said that?
I was like, yeah, you said he looks like a Roblox character, dude. They were like beat red faces.
I'm glad it went over well because I felt like saying it now. I was like, fuck, if he watches this, because he obviously is watching.
Yeah.
I was like, if he watches this and I say he looks like a Roblox character, I'm gonna feel like a dickhead. But if you know him better
in the best possible way, though.
Yeah, I'm not meaning it like, oh my god, this guy looks like such a dickhead. No, I'm just like, I couldn't explain him any other way to like, because he said he knew you.
Yeah.
So I was like, telling you about the story, so I'm like, how do I explain this guy to Dylan other than saying that? Like, obviously my humor came out, and I was like, yeah, he looks like a Roblox character. Whatever.
In the best possible way.
Yeah.
I wish I had the freaking Roblox chin, bro.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah, I mean, yeah, he looks like the crimson chin of all chins. It's great. It's awesome. Anyway, yeah, he's like, yeah, I know Dylan, and I was like, oh, he goes, I'm Blake's friend.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm chilling. Yeah. Right. And I was like, just so you know, I'm the hot one. And that was like the end of the conversation. I think he asked me where like work boots or something were, and then he just walked away.
Like, just to remind you, hey, in case you watch it.
Yeah, but he was legitimately the first person to do that to me.
Yeah.
And it was,
and you didn't know him, so you're like,
it was a stranger.
Yeah, it was.
Now, so for me, that was like recognition, but like it didn't feel quite as like rewarding, like, because it was more of like a friend of a friend.
Yeah.
You know, he's a friend of yours, and he's a friend of your brother's.
He's not a random person.
Yeah, so I was like, it doesn't feel as
Well, it's like when I first started my social media stuff. Like when I first started, pretty much the only people who followed me were my family and friends.
Yeah.
So it's like when I would see a comment on like a YouTube video,
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, I got a comment from some, and it was when it was a family or friend, I still appreciated it. I was like, sweet, they're watching.
Yeah, I mean,
it.
it's still support no matter what. That's why we like appreciate like all the subs and stuff, like all the traffic we're getting on like our posts and everything like that. We appreciate all of it. That's why like when we ask in these podcasts for like your input or anything like you'd like to see, like we really actually we dead ass mean it.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to DM us or text us, if you actually know us and you have our numbers, like actually let us the fuck know, because dead ass, I mean, we don't want this to feel like a normal podcast. We have a video idea for like the Newlywed Game, right? Like we have like video ideas where it's more like vlogs or sit down videos that aren't like an hour long.
They'll be extra.
It's gonna be stuff like if you guys want to see more stuff from us just as buddies hanging out bullshitting, like funny games you want us to play, or like any ideas and stuff like that you have, that's the kind of input that we're looking for, because anything extra that we can kind of set ourselves apart from other podcasts, we would love to do that. Because I think I think setting yourself apart is like how you succeed in this type of content.
So. I mean, literally, I mean, I know
you have to be,
everybody and their dog has a fucking podcast.
Yeah, but you have to be different somehow in order to make it.
And so we have a I don't know, maybe we should tell the story of the wedding and the tattoo idea, because that's something that we want to vlog in the future.
Yeah, that was one of that's true. Do you want to do it?
Go ahead.
No, okay.
I mean, do you want to do it now?
I mean, I'll out myself about it.
Okay.
So I came to Dylan's wedding. He can't say I didn't.
Last November, I did see you.
Yeah, I came to Dylan's wedding. I mean, I was like the first person that you came out of that back room. I was like, hey, Alex. I was literally standing right there. I had no idea where he was even going to come from. Like, I'm just standing there waiting. There's a fucking gaggle of people.
I have a massive family.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I literally have 40. All four of my grandparents had 10 brothers and sisters, and they're all Catholic, so they don't believe in like contraception or anything. Yeah. So they get together and they just and they get busy, bro. They got kids.
Crazy.
So I have a big family. So there's a lot of people at the wedding.
Yeah, so I'm just standing there. I mean, like literally 2 feet from the door. I just got in there, and Dylan pops out, and he's like, "Hey, man." Gave me a big hug, whatever. We talked for a little bit, and
he was pretty lit at that
point. he got around to like doing his rounds with people and stuff like that. Whatever. Ceremony happened, and Serena and I had to go. I mean, like it was like ceremony. We got a drink. We hung out for a little bit.
You had to work early the next day.
Yeah, and that was such bullshit. Robert, I'm atting you here, man. Like, come on. It was one day, dog. You could have just let me have it.
And if you would have called in, he would have known.
Yeah, immediately, because I told him, I was like, I might, and he was like, don't
do it.
And I was like, fuck, dude, it's a wedding, bro.
Yeah,
like, this shit doesn't happen all the time, hopefully.
Yeah.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. It's in the past. But because I didn't stay for the whole wedding, and I didn't stay for Dylan to get fucking absolutely smashed, twisted, hammered.
So much fun,
right?
dude.
I got to see some pictures from the wedding, though. And Dylan gave me an ungodly amount of shit for not staying, right?
At least for you had a free meal, bro.
Yeah,
Come on. It was
I know.
so
no,
good.
I know. Don't get me wrong.
The food was so
still to this day,
good,
I'm like,
dude.
fuck, man, I should have just called in. I should have just taken the shit from Robert. I should, whatever, right?
Like, bro, I swear I was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, I might have to cut his name out.
Yeah, I might have to.
Yeah.
Fuck. We'll ask him at work.
Said it a bunch.
We'll ask him at work.
Okay, cool. Anyway, so yeah, I should have just called in. Whatever, doesn't matter. But I got an ungodly amount of shit for like one day. It wasn't like Dylan just gave me a shit for like a whole week or whatever.
It ruined my whole wedding, dude.
It was.
When I came after the pictures and I looked and I was like, Alex isn't here. Nice.
I shouldn't have even had the wedding.
Call it off. Everybody go home.
I take the I do back. He's not here to see it. Yeah, so I stayed for the ceremony.
Hold on. The reason why I gave you so much shit, by the way, is because when we first started working together, like we were already in the midst of planning the wedding.
Yeah.
Right? We were already in the throes of it, and when we first started working together, we weren't friends.
No.
So, like, as we started to close together more and more often, you kind of started making a joke. You're like, bro, I'm going to fucking break into the wedding. Like, I'm gonna show up. Yeah. You started slowly, like insinuating that you were like, hey, I kind of want to go, which is cool.
Yeah.
And I talked to Audrey. We had a couple spots open, so I was like, fuck it, you and Serena can come.
Oh fuck, don't do this.
So it was a whole like 3 or 4 months of just like every once in a while, Alex was like, I'm gonna sneak into your wedding. I'm gonna break in, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get past the. We had to. It sounds bougie. It really wasn't that bougie. It was one old redneck in a cowboy hat that was security.
He yelled at me, man.
Yeah, we had to have security there because of the
I
area
walked outside
of town.
with my drink. That's why, you got on me about it.
Yeah, I know. They're weird about that here. But yeah, so that's the whole thing. It was all this 3 or 4 months of giving me shit for him going to sneak in, not getting an invite jokingly. So I was like, fuck it. I was like, here's your invite. Because we had room. And
yeah.
And then, yeah, you showed up for the ceremony, and then we went to go take pictures, which did take a little while, which kind of sucked. But there was like a bar there.
Yeah,
everybody got to
was getting
drink.
drinks while you were doing that. So
yeah, everybody got to chill, and there was quite a few people there, so there was plenty of people to talk to.
But it was already like 8:30 around there when that happened, like when the drinks were happening, and you guys were still taking photos, and I had to work at 6 a.m., so I had to be up at 5.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck, I got to go to sleep at like basically 9:30 like a grandpa.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't call in because Robert's already threatened death upon my head.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, fuck, I just like, I don't want to, but I got to.
Yeah.
And so
I know.
Yeah, it was this whole thing. I fucking gave Dylan a bunch of shit about sneaking into his wedding, and then so he gave me shit for like a whole day about.
It's probably longer than that. I gave you shit for a while.
Yeah, but it was like a couple comments here. You were doing it like all day that one day, and then it was like a couple comments here and there.
Yeah.
Other days, and so he started showing me pictures from the wedding, and there's this one that is like, undescribable. Like, can you pull it up really fast?
I probably could.
And like show the camera. I'll try my best to describe it, but it's basically like one of those blurry photos. But it is like Dylan holding like a Solo cup in his mouth.
Some random person's sunglasses.
Yeah, some random person's sunglasses, and it's blurry, and it's like the best photo ever. It like basically describes like the whole night. And I told him that because I didn't stay for the whole wedding, I would get that tattoo, like that picture tattooed on my body.
Where is this?
Like just like as an outline, basically. Like
I found it.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, if you're watching the YouTube video, you can see this, but this is the picture.
It is the best photo ever, dude.
Dude, I didn't know my sister was taking a picture of me too.
And I didn't care at all. Like I was like, dude, I'm definitely getting this tattooed. And he was like, okay, that'll make up for it. I was like, if it'll make you shut up about giving me shit for not staying for the whole time, I will do this.
And I still don't believe him. But if he does it, if and when he does it, we're vlogging it. That's a long-winded way of saying that's another video idea that we have for like the mini vlog. So go to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I want to do it. I want to do it.
It is a funny picture. Yeah, dude. I wanted to ask you something. Speaking of our wedding, something that happened with. You might listen to this podcast. I'm not going to say his name. If you know who I'm talking about, then you know. You're kind of a dickhead for this. Well, I wanted to see if you think this is a dickhead thing. A buddy of mine from high school, who when we started going to high school together, I didn't like him at all. He's fucking, I didn't like him really. He stole my band in football and like, just kind of a shithead. Whatever, no big deal. Everybody's been there.
Yeah.
But we became buddies after that, and we were buddies after high school, whatever. But like. Not like best friends or anything like that. So when we were doing stuff for the wedding, we had like when we were doing the invites and stuff, like we have a guest limit, and like I said, my family is massive, so it was hard to pick and choose who was going to be there, and like the people that are like really really like best friends, real close friends, were the number one choices, obviously. So Audrey put something on Twitter about the wedding invites, and he was like, thanks for the invite, one of those things, and we're like, okay, fuck, we're like, yeah, forgot about him, whatever. So he got an invite to the wedding.
That's so annoying though. I hate that. Like I hate when people aren't just like straight up.
Yeah.
Like thanks for the invite is such like an annoying thing.
And it was nothing personal. It was just
but I hate when people aren't just like, hey, did you guys like run out of room? Or like I'd much rather you just be like straight up about it.
Yeah. So he tweeted that it was a whole thing, and then we were like, oh, we could probably squeeze him in there, because like they tell you like 20% or 30% of who you invite's not going to show up anyway. So we kind of accounted for that, which ended up working out pretty well. So that whole thing happened.
Held true.
Then So he shows up, brings a +1, which he didn't get.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It was another one of my buddies, but it was still just kind of like, okay, you weren't really supposed to bring anybody extra because we have a limit. So we invited over, so we accounted for the 30% that wasn't going to be there. So the amount that we invited should have been about the amount that would fill up the place, because we have to have a certain number for like the caterers and all that stuff. It all has to be like a certain number. So he shows up with another dude who is my buddy, which is fine. But they both showed up fucked up, like super fucked up.
Immediately, the answer to your question is it's on them.
So it's
yeah.
So I could tell they were kind of like feeling good when because it was the same thing with you. They walked in, hey, what's up, man? Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Then they walked away. That's the only and then 10 other people came through the door.
Yeah.
So I didn't really have much interaction.
Well, yeah, and
with
you're
them.
a hugger, so you were getting everybody.
Oh yeah, I'm a big hugger.
Yeah.
Love
yeah,
hugs.
You were getting everybody.
And so they later on throughout the wedding, they're like, hey, just so you know, one of Audrey's friends, like really good friends, is like there was different tables, and each table has like most people that know each other will congregate, and then there's always one or two tables that's kind of like all the randos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this was one of those tables.
Friends and family.
Those,
yeah,
people that end up just kind of like not knowing each other, but there's nowhere else to sit type thing.
Yeah.
Those two guys were sitting there, and then one of Audrey's really good friends were there, and she's like, hey, just to let you know, like they're both passed out and drooling in their dinner. Or one of them was passed out drooling in his dinner, and the other one was like, I don't know, like making one of them uncomfortable or something. Like, so it's like you showed up
fucked up.
Yeah. With a +1 that you didn't get.
Yeah.
And then like you made everybody at the table uncomfortable, and you passed out and drooled in your food. I'm like, bro, like we're still friends and everything.
So you gave me shit for not getting an invite.
Yeah.
Then showed up fucked up, and basically made other people have to deal with your shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's on them.
Yeah,
they just shouldn't have fucking come. Like, I mean, and if they were gonna come, like, there's a modicum of fucking respect that you need to show when you come up to a fucking wedding. Like, I mean, there's a bare minimum line that you have to meet when you come up to a wedding.
Yeah, just show up, like, chill.
Get fucked up at the wedding, totally fine, but only if you can fucking control yourself.
Yeah, we've been out of high school. We've been out, if we're you know, just got into fucking high school or whatever. You know, everybody has one of those stories where like I drank too much, I did some stupid shit. But now that we're adults, it's like, come on, bro.
Yeah, it's like
especially at a wedding.
You should know how to like hold yourself.
Yeah,
like it's not even about holding your liquor. It's like you should know like how to be a fucking adult in public.
Yeah, so we're still friends, but that just like that's one of those things that I was
I don't even know who you're talking about, and I also don't care. But all I know is that that's on them.
Dude, did I tell you? I didn't mean to talk about so much wedding shit, but I haven't told them this. You know the story of the getting stood up in the front of the wedding, right?
You got what?
Audrey and I got stood up by one of her friends at the wedding.
Oh yeah, I think you've told me about this. Yeah,
dude, this shit. Again, not gonna say names. I mean, if she listens to this, then she knows exactly who we're talking about, and I'm still fucking pissed about this. So basically,
it was like a bridesmaid?
No. Long story short, one of Audrey's good friends growing up, who I like a lot, she's cool, really funny, went out of her way to ask Audrey, like, hey, can I do part of the ceremony in the wedding? Which we thought was surprising because she's not like a big fan of crowds.
Oh, I remember this, yeah.
Yeah. So we're like, hey, she's like, hey, can I do this at the wedding? And we're like, we rearranged the plans.
Yeah.
Because we're like, are you dead serious? And she was like, yeah, I'm dead serious. And we're like, cool, awesome. We did this ribbon tying thing that was really cool. But we needed a third person to do it because we put our hands together, put one part of the ribbon on my hand.
The knot.
Yeah, they put one part of the ribbon on my hand, one part of the ribbon on her hand, and then whenever we pull our hands apart, it ties a knot. And so we could do it on our own, but it was hard to do.
Yeah, it looked stupid.
Yeah, it was just weird. Thanks.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we ended up doing. So.
Well, it didn't look stupid to me, but like I'm sure that it would have looked better if the third person was there.
Yeah.
But until you told me this story, I thought that's just how it worked.
Yeah. So anyways, we get up there. She went to a concert 3 hours away the night before, and I was like, Audrey, I have a bad feeling we need to practice this, just you and I. And every time we did it, Audrey and I fucked it up. It wouldn't do it, and we're like, well, hopefully she makes it. So we get to the wedding. We didn't see her anywhere. We get up there. We're in front of all my family, all of our friends and everything.
Yeah.
And then they go, hey, can blank come up and help with the ceremony? And we looked around, and we're just all eyes are on us.
See, here's the thing. I don't even remember that happening.
A lot of people said they didn't really notice it. Some people were like, yeah, I didn't really know what happened.
No, I straight up didn't even notice it happen. I just, like, you guys were doing your thing, and then all of a sudden there was a ribbon there.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay.
So she was going to come up in the middle of the ceremony, do the thing, tie the knot, go sit back down. She's like, I didn't know what time the wedding was. She tried to blame it on somebody else, and she didn't show up. She fucking stood us up at our own wedding. When she asked to do it. Yeah, we changed all the plans, and then and then she showed up later. I was like, I couldn't say anything. I was gonna freak the fuck out.
Yeah, it was like, I don't have anything nice to say.
No,
don't say
nothing
a word.
nice to say.
Don't say a word.
So, but the cool thing is we ended up having to do it ourselves, and it fucking did it perfectly.
The day of, imagine
in front of everyone,
you can't do it
dude.
ever before.
We never got it once,
and then it just works.
Never got it once, and then in front of it, I think it was a pretty good test of like how we handled adversity. I was pretty proud of it, but still,
when a wrench gets thrown in the gears, you guys made it work. So,
bro, I was pissed. Let's do. Okay, let's change gears to something a little bit funnier.
Okay.
Okay, I feel like this has been
bitching
serious.
A little bit.
Yeah. This has been more of a serious episode. Let's do some funny stuff. Man, I got a lot of stories. Holy shit, I got a lot of things planned for this podcast. So
I'm not ready for that last one. God damn it.
Okay, so there was a funny thing that happened at work the other day with Alex. You know what I'm talking about?
Damn it.
Okay, so we're at work and Alex and I are talking and we just give each other shit like we do on the podcast. And we deal with these computers. They're called Predator computers. And I don't even remember what the exact conversation was, but it got to the point where I was like, yeah, you're a predator, Alex. And he was turned around. So there was a customer coming. He didn't see the customer, but I could see the customer coming. And I was like, yeah, you're a predator, Alex. As like a last one-off joke before I was going to ask the customer if they needed help.
Yeah.
And as the customer gets closer, Alex goes, yeah, child predator. Bro, the customer was walking towards him, and as soon as he heard that, he just like, whoop, turned right around and looked for somebody else.
Dude, and what's funnier about this is that I just like a fucking idiot, right on brand with me. I straight up didn't hear you right.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you call me a predator. I just heard you. I thought you were talking about yourself. I thought you were saying like I'm a predator. And I was like, yeah, a child predator. So I was trying to make the exact same joke, but on you. And I made the joke on myself.
Dude,
like an idiot. And didn't even see the customer. And then the customer just goes,
he goes, well,
I'm not helping this child predator.
Once you realized, you were like,
yeah,
what did I just do?
I turn around and I said the child predator thing, and I saw you, and you're just beat red, just dying laughing. And you're like, the customer just walked away. And I'm like, customer. My God damn it. Like,
dude, that's what you get for exposing me for the nub hand story last week, you motherfucker. And the old lady checking me. Last week was all shitting on me, so fuck you. This week's shitting on you.
I love that.
Dude,
we could fill this entire episode. We could fill an entire season with the amount of times I've made myself look like an idiot.
Or customer stories.
Oh, God.
So fucking funny.
We have about 1 million of those.
Yeah, I know.
The guy looked like from the Home Alone dude.
Oh, my God. That's the hardest I've laughed in at work in a long time.
That one was really good.
Go ahead. You tell it.
You know the guy from Home Alone when he gets shocked? Right? the fucking, yeah, yeah, that guy. Literally default look on this customer. Yeah. He walks up to the counter, and I'm not kidding. He like walks up, and he's just like,
I saw him first,
and his hair is like exactly that.
And his eyes are
short. It's kind of receding, and it's just like he literally got done taking his tongue out of a light socket.
So I was helping another customer, and I was going to this area to go grab something for them, and he walks around the corner like, and I was just like, I didn't expect it. It was like the nub hand. I was like, what the fuck?
And I think you like pointed him in the right direction, and then he went to go find whatever it was.
Yeah.
And then you turned around, and I immediately looked at you and said, that can't be the guy from Home Alone, right?
Dude.
Like, and Dylan loses it. And we have to like low-key lose it because the guy's still in the department. But like, no joke, that guy looks like, like he just detached himself from a light socket. It's one of those, like, I know this isn't funny as, like, a story. It's more like you had to be there. You have to see this guy. But just imagine, it's like those moments in school where you're not supposed to laugh, but it makes you want to laugh even harder.
We have a lot of those at work.
And it's like those moments at work where you're like, you can't help but make the comparison because it happened. Dude. And then
I was in
all
tears.
of you at work just have to sit there and be like, hold it in.
He's still here.
I can't laugh.
So I wanted to. God, I got a lot of stuff on here.
You're packed.
I wanted to tell you the nightmare Krispy Kreme donut story.
Okay, yeah.
So
we
have
were
like
talking about Krispy Kreme the other day.
Yeah, we have like a Krispy Kreme like kiosk at our store now, which is pretty sweet. Krispy Kreme is so fucking good.
I'm gonna have to go get some. Yeah,
so good. And they don't sell singles. There's only 6-packs or a dozen.
Well,
I'm gonna have to take down a
my
dozen.
tonner ass will take down. That's what I'm saying. I'll take down a dozen, dude.
So we started talking about Krispy Kreme, and me, our roommate Josh, and my wife Audrey. One time, dude, it was an awful day. It was like it was a day that started out with like such excitement. You're like, holy shit, dude, and then it ended when we were done. I was like, I just want to fucking go home. I just want to get home, dude.
I just want to go home and cuddle up in bed.
I'll set the scene. It was 105 degrees. It was the dead of summer, hot as balls out. Yeah, hot as balls out. And we saw this thing that was like, now granted, part of this is on us, but we saw this thing. Part of this is on us, and I think part of it's on Krispy Kreme. We saw this advertisement that was like,
at Krispy Kreme.
They were like,
that's crazy.
They were like 50-cent dozen donuts. Like we saw this advertisement everywhere, and we're like, what?
I'd get $1 million donuts.
Dude, we fucking go, and everybody in our town, which is a pretty good, I mean, it's like 500,000 people in the county that we live in, and everybody fucking heard the same thing. So we get to Krispy Kreme, dude, and there's like
everybody and their brother
wrapped everywhere around the store.
Sick.
So we're still excited. We're like, dude, I'm gonna get like fucking 3 or 4 dozen Krispy Kreme donuts. Like, why they're 50 cents? Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
So we get in there, and like everybody's fucking Snapchatting, everybody's having a good time. We're having a good time. We're outside, so it's hot as shit. So we're already like, this kind of sucks, but we're about to get some donuts.
Yeah.
And we finally get up, and we get to, like, you walk by the glass where you see them getting made and shit.
Yeah, dude, that's the best part.
I know, it is.
Yeah.
And so we get up there, and I'm like, I'm going to get 3 dozen. And
I for $1.50?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get up there, and she goes, oh, your total's going to be like $16. And I was like,
the fuck it is.
I was like, what?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Wait, say again? Come again for Big Fudge?
I was like...
another fucking How I Met Your Mother reference.
Shut up.
Yes, dude.
So I get up there, and I'm like, what do you... $16 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
It was more than $1.50 by a lot.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what?
3 dozen only cost you
And they were
$16?
like... Well, they said it's buy one, get one. It was something like that. It was buy one, get one 50%. Or 50 cents.
Okay.
So I got 3. So I only got 1 out of 3 dozen for 50 cents. So I had to pay for 2 full dozen and there was a line of like hundreds of people behind me.
Yeah, so you couldn't just be like that Karen who was like, no, you just fucking here's the tweet, you know.
Yeah. And I don't do that shit anyway, so I'm just like. So anyway, we probably stood in line for like 3 hours.
Whoa.
And inside the store, because people were in and out all the time, and it was hot, so we're just sweating. You know when you're hungry and you get hot and you start getting low blood sugar and shit, dude, like...
Dude, when I get hungry and hot, those are the 2 things that piss me off more than anything in the world.
That's how we were feeling,
irrationally angry.
We get up there, and I was just like, what the fuck? And $16 is not a lot of money, but when you're a broke college kid on a tight budget...
Yeah, $16...
That's a half a tank of gas. You know what I mean? Like, that's me getting to school and work or not.
Yes.
You know? And I was like, $1.50, that's nothing. But it was like, I think it was probably more than that. I don't even know what a dozen cost, but it's probably like, it's actually probably more like $20-some.
I bet it was, yeah.
Yeah,
I bet a dozen is probably like $12.
Yeah. So it's probably like
$20 a donut, probably.
$25.
Sure.
So it was a lot of fucking money for a broke college kid.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, bro. So that was the first thing. We were fucking pissed. We were hot. We were hungry. We were all down more money than we thought we were going to be. So we leave, and we're like, what the fuck, dude? We get in a hot-ass car, sweating, just pissed off. And we were over near a Starbucks. And you guys love him to death. But my roommate, Josh, he sometimes he'll say, like, he called a Barnes & Noble Borders bookstore. Like, he'll just see something, and he'll just make up the rest.
He saw, like, one letter, and then it just said Bartles.
Yeah. We saw Specs, the glasses store, and he called it Spaces. It's like a running joke. We go to the mall and we're like, hey, I wonder what's in Spaces. Like, because he's done it so many times.
Wow.
Like, he laughs about it too. I'm not fucking bullying him, I promise. But
you are, but it's a friend, so it doesn't count.
He bullies me for being short, so we're good.
Fuck him.
So we get to Starbucks, and we're already pissed off and hot and whatever.
Is this also the Starbucks story? Because you have a Starbucks story.
The one that he tried to tell you the other day?
Yeah. Yeah, because you said a story once to me about how the sizing is stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Is that also this story?
No.
Okay.
No. But we get to Starbucks, and he was like, that's the same, that was the Borders day. He goes, oh, did we have Borders bookstore? So Krispy Kreme thing happened. We're already like, what are you talking about? It's Barnes & Noble. Just irrationally pissed because of the whole situation. So we get to Starbucks. And he goes, can I get a French vanilla Montiago instead of macchiato? And I'm like,
Is that like a city in Italy?
He sounds like a Spanish bullfighter.
Montiago, dude. I'm naming my firstborn son that.
Dude, it was just like the culmination of everything. I was just like, it's macchiato. Like,
Dude.
I was so irrationally angry.
Imagine like standing in line, you're buddies with this person, and you're like, idiot! It's
Fucking
macchiato!
Montiago.
Dude, honestly, that would have pissed me off too. After
was
the Krispy
so
Kreme thing,
mad.
it's 105 degrees. The guy's already calling everything wrong. We're stopping by Barnes and Noble, and he goes, "Oh, I didn't know we had a Borders here. That's a goddamn restaurant on the border. Like, what the fuck happened?"
Yeah.
And then we go into Starbucks to not have a bad day, and then you go, "I want a Montiago."
Dude.
Yeah, that shit would piss me off too.
Dude, it was a bad day. Now Krispy Kreme just brings back like PTSD. But it's so good. Bro.
Every time you see a Krispy Kreme box, you just shut down.
Like Montiago.
Montiago. It's like a bad dream. You like
No,
wake up.
not a Montiago.
It's like the stepbrother. He's like, clown has no penis. It's like you waking
What are you
up.
guys
and just
dreaming about?
Yeah, it's like you waking up and Montiago. No,
I'm just sweating. No, no. Borders. Montiago.
it's macchiato.
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah,
Yeah, sit up.
yeah, yeah. Oh, thank God I'm not in that day again.
Jesus Christ, that was a rough one, dude.
I would have
Rough
been
one.
so
It wasn't
mad.
that bad, bro. I got some nasty shit to tell you.
Nasty. Just gonna make me gag.
I teased it. I teased it at work, the other day about a little backstory before I sound like a bully. My mom's ex-husband, I won't say his name, verbally and mentally abusive piece of shit, right? Just all around. I don't feel bad talking bad about this guy because he put me and my mom and everybody through like 15 years of just, not like 20 years of just shit.
Cool.
Had some good memories with him. Not a terrible guy some of the time, but most of the time, piece of shit.
Sure.
So I don't feel bad.
So more like has his moments, but is a terrible human.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah. Fake person, nice to people, like in public,
Yeah.
abusive behind the scenes.
Keeps up his apperances, but
Literally, yeah.
is a piece of
Alcoholic, just
cool.
has
Yeah.
a list of things.
Yeah, you know who you are.
So first off, the whole reason why this brought this up is because the other day on our TikTok, you can see who views your profile if you're signed into the profile. And I was like, I recognize that picture. I clicked on it, and he fucking found our TikTok, so I blocked him.
Gross.
Because he's blocked on my TikTok and all my social media because I don't want him having anything to do with my life. Now, he's the father to my siblings, which sucks. So I have to like see him like twice a year just in passing or at a school event, whatever. So anyways, when they were still together and I still lived with them, he's literally, I'm not kidding, he's literally 400 pounds. Like, I'm not just saying that to be to exaggerate. He's 380 to 400 pounds. I know this because
Pretty big guy.
when we went skiing one time.
How tall is he?
Like
what's the
6'3".
ratio? Okay.
He's pretty tall.
That's a big dude.
He's a big dude. And, you know one thing I was pretty proud of myself about? One time we got into like a heated argument.
Oh, yeah.
And his fat ass stuck his belly up against me and backed me into a corner. And with just adrenaline, I fucking pushed him off of me.
Yeah.
Dude, it was awesome. I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, you're like, well, come and get something.
yeah.
Come and get some. Make my day.
But
You're like
anyways,
Liam Neeson.
so I know that he's that heavy because we went skiing one time. This was when I was like a junior in high school. So this has been like 10 years ago. And you had to put your weight down, your accurate weight down for the skis.
Yeah.
And then he was like 370, and
Okay.
he's bigger now. So, anyways, when we were in high school one time, I was downstairs because I lived downstairs, and then they lived upstairs.
Okay.
So I was downstairs just chilling, whatever, doesn't matter. All of a sudden, I hear the fire alarm go off, and I was like, "Oh shit!" Just naturally, you hear the fire alarm go off, and
Yeah.
you don't know what's going on. You're like, "Is my house on fire?"
Yeah.
So I fucking run. So when you go up the stairs, there's a long hallway that's like if you walk up the stairs, you can walk down the hallway back to the back wall, and then there's all the bedrooms back there.
Okay.
And there's a fire alarm at the back of the hallway.
Yeah.
So I don't know why it went off. I think one of the bathrooms, when you open up the door, the steam can come out and sometimes set it off.
My house does that.
Yeah. So I think that's what happened.
It's right outside my bathroom door. It's
Yeah.
the fucking worst thing ever. I have to if
Yeah.
I get out of a hot shower, I have to literally come out and shut the door quick.
Yeah. So I think that's what happened. I'm pretty sure. So I run up the stairs, and he must have just like not thought about it because there's like me, my mom, 3 siblings in the house at the time, and I run up the stairs, and my eyes just meet. He has a pillow. He's completely naked, and he arms raised above his head, fucking trying to. Dude.
Oh my god! Imagine all the blubber swinging.
Dude, it was just like.
Imagine the lunch lady arms. Like I just.
Dude,
I imagine all of that.
He was fanning it off like this, and it was just tidal waves of everything. And I saw his little pee-pee. Because his arms are raised up enough to where it lifted his belly up. Dude.
Oh my god!
I ran, and when I'm halfway up the stairs, only half of my body is upstairs.
Yeah,
I'm eye level.
Eye level with dick and balls,
dude. I wanted to throw up.
What did you do? Did you run back down?
I went. Whoop. I was like that customer. I saw it. Didn't want him to know that I saw it. I went right back downstairs.
You know, I have a story fairly similar to this. I mean, it's not like super similar, but like literally the other day at work, I tried to go into the family bathroom.
Oh no!
This guy, I'm not kidding you, full blown taking a fat dumper.
Yeah.
Door unlocked. It wasn't even fully shut. Like, you know how that thing like hits the frame?
Yeah.
You have to push it, right? It's literally at the frame, light on. So that's usually when I'm like, oh, okay, nobody's in there.
Yeah.
I push the door open. I meet eyes with this guy. He had zero reaction. Like, he did not care.
Is he older?
No. Like, maybe in his 30s.
What?
Dude, he had zero reaction. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, if he was sitting there like this, he just goes like... And, like, it was only for a second, but he had no reaction. I just went...
You know, maybe he wanted...
And it freaked me... I know, that's what I was thinking, is that, like, he literally... Like, who doesn't shut... Who takes a fucking shit? I would understand, like, pissing because you're facing the opposite direction. Yeah. So, like, if somebody walks in, like, all they're going to do is see your back. Yeah. Unless you're one of those fucking weirdos who pulls your pants all the way down to your ankles to take a piss.
Like a little kid?
Dude, those...
Toddler piss?
Dude, there was a guy in my high school who did that.
High school?
Dude.
Did he have, like... High school. Was he, like, a normal dude?
I was a sophomore, and he literally would pants to his ankles. We just all knew that, like, the guy did it. Like, none of us, like, said anything to him about it. But, like, we just knew that if we went into the bathroom...
He was pissing pants on around his ankles. Yeah, because we had some kids. So we had like a classroom of like special needs.
Yeah,
kids.
We had one too,
and like they would do that.
Some of those kids would do it as well. But this kid also, I don't think he was in like one of the special needs classes. Yeah. But I know for a fact that we just kind of knew, like as guys, we knew that he was gonna be like if he was in there, he was gonna be doing that, and. Yeah, like sometimes like we would wait outside because,
just to like you want to see his butt.
Yeah, like we don't want to see it. Also, like he's obviously no shame and like more power to you. Honestly,
dude, I'm envious of that confidence.
Honestly, yeah, like if he's not like if he doesn't have like some special needs where it's like a thing that he just doesn't get it. Yeah, like that's not kind of socially acceptable. If he's not, then that's the most insane confidence.
It's the most alpha thing I've ever seen.
Dude,
like,
he's
come in the bathroom right now, my dick and balls and ass are going to be out, and
this
I don't care.
This is my bathroom.
Yeah,
bitch.
bitch.
Like, you guys can piss in here, but this is my room.
Yeah, I own this fucking bathroom.
Yeah. So, it was one of those things at work where it felt like he wanted it to happen. Because who just in their right mind goes, I know I'm going to go in here to take a shit.
Yeah.
And I'm not even going to latch the door, let alone lock it. Yeah. Because the other day, I took a shit in that bathroom, forgot to lock it, but I did latch it. Nobody walked in. But I didn't notice I forgot to lock it until I got up, washed my hands, looked at the door, and went, oh, shit.
Your heart sank?
I was like, oh, my God, nobody came in. Like,
because thank God. Every time you're in there, you hear somebody's trying to get into the bathroom.
Dude, yeah, it's almost every time. But this one time I did it, I didn't lock it.
Lucky,
nobody came in, and I didn't notice until afterwards. But this guy wanted to be seen. It was like one of those people that like wants to be watched.
Yeah, because like
that's weird.
Even if you forget, like I have ADD moments where I go to do something and I'll do something like that where I don't even think about it because my mind's on 10 other things. But if that were the case, you would think that it'd be like, oh shit, he would cover up.
Dude.
But the fact that he just stared you in the eyes.
That would be my thing.
That's fucking weird.
If somebody walked in on me taking a shit, immediately I'd be like shit. Like what? I don't want you to see anything. Yeah. Like, come on, dude. Like I'd lean over and whatnot. But like the guy, I'm not kidding you. Like, by the way, the weirdest shit taker ever. Either, okay? I don't know how you
like
shit.
Hands up.
I don't know how you shit, but like if I'm shitting, I'm usually like
on my phone.
Sure, right? This guy, like, at full attention.
He's waiting for someone.
Dude, he literally was like,
dude, what if this is a serial fapper? What if he's a shitter too?
I don't know. His shoes were on. I couldn't tell if he had a toe ring.
Like, can you take your shoe off real quick? Do you have a toe ring?
Yeah, I didn't see a toe ring. I didn't see anything. So it was literally in split seconds.
Weird,
but like
dude.
all that my brain could take in was that this guy was sitting like fully straight up.
Yeah.
And I don't know if people know, but like usually family bathrooms, they don't have like, it's not like your home bathrooms where like you have like a lid you can lean back up on.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like sitting at like a tension like that, like he's sitting like up against like that metal piece where you flush.
Yeah.
Like, so it's
like a bar that goes into your lower back. That's it.
Yeah, so it's like super uncomfortable. Like there's no reason for you to be sitting like that other than like you saying, like he wants to be walked in on.
Here you go, bro.
And I'm like, now that you say more that like he wants to be walked in on, I'm almost positive. My best guess is that after I like walked out, I was like, my bad, whatever. I bet you anything, 2 minutes later he probably left. He was like, finally.
He probably wasn't even taking a shit.
Like the goal was to like get walked in on.
That's weird. He might have been filming you too.
You know what I want to know is like how long could I have like waited there? Like if I would have stood there and like looked at him, how long would he have been okay with it?
Dude,
that's my question.
If you would have owned the store. That would have been the most alpha move ever. If you walked in accidentally, you're just like, you just stare. You're like,
just hand the keys.
You gonna break, bitch? I'm not gonna break.
Yeah,
I'll stare at you taking
I'm
a shit.
totally fine with this.
Yeah,
are you?
You're making it weird, not me.
Yeah, dude, that's an alpha move.
That's a fucking
fuck
alpha
pulling
move.
your pants down and fucking taking a piss. That's an alpha move. If you walk in on somebody taking a
you know what the most alpha move is? Go into a public bathroom and take a shit and leave the door open. You're just like, I own this bitch.
Imagine taking a shit in a public bathroom with the door fucking open. Somebody's like walks past that one stall because you know it's always those two stalls.
Yeah,
and then, like the handicap stall.
Yeah.
Right. Imagine like walking past one of those first two and it's just door open. You're like, yeah,
what?
Yeah.
I'm taking a shit.
I'm shitting.
You know what these fuckers did in high school one time?
Oh, God.
I don't have shame. I know some people do. I don't have shame shitting in public for the most part.
No, I'm not one of those like nervous.
If I gotta,
my dad was a nervous. He would never shit in a public store.
Weird. Like if I gotta go, I gotta fucking go. I'm not gonna hold it for 8 hours before I get home.
Yeah, I don't know. I've asked him about it. He said it was like an uncomfortable. It's not like that he's like can't shit in a public bathroom. It's just like he doesn't want to shit next to people.
That's a little weird when it's silent and you can hear each other. That's a little weird. But I mean, I still will if I gotta fucking
I've
go.
had people sit down next to me and paint the toilet seat. Like I've had people sit down next to me and just. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, it's like 4th of July, dude.
I have to.
And I'm like, how do you do that? Because like, if I think it's gonna be loud, I'm like I'm trying to make it come out.
Please leave.
I'm like, yeah, dude. I'm like trying to make it come out quiet, which is like impossible to do. I'm just like, and then it's like, and I'm like, great, cool, there it is. Now he knows I'm shitting,
dude. So this, I don't even know what the fuck. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. So these fuckers in high school, we go to an away football game.
Yeah.
And we get there and I had to take a shit. And like I know they probably did this shit on purpose. The away locker room, there was like 3 stalls. So like the locker room is one long like rectangle, right?
Okay.
There's no corners. You can't go to a private area to shit. Like the stalls are like it's one big room.
Okay.
They didn't have any doors on any of the stalls. None of them. So what we were doing was like there was like a handful of us. So there's a bus full of like 50 football players.
Yeah.
We get there. A few of us had.
Are you playing? Like, is this a game you're playing, or is it just a game you're watching?
No. It's an away. I was playing.
Okay.
So like I was in high school. It was the away locker room. We were getting ready for the game. Cool. Whatever. So
no doors.
No doors on any of the stalls. So like we'd have like 2 or 3 people just stand in front.
Sure.
Fucking Trey.
Homies.
Fucking Trey.
Dude, goddamn it, man.
Fucking Trey, dude.
You're gonna be in every fucking episode, you goddamn dickhead. What the hell is happening here?
Him and one other dude. I don't remember who the other guy was. But one other dude, they look at each other and nod. They both just walk away. I'm just shitting. I'm just like, hey, coach. Like,
that's so good, dude.
It's funny, but at the time,
that's
I was
hella
like,
funny. You know what? You know what, Trey? I take it back. Probably
like,
the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard you do. That's hilarious that you guys just like co-attacked these guys.
Just me.
Oh, it was just you.
Only me. I was like, I gotta go. He's like, yeah, I got you, bro.
Oh, that's so much better.
I know, fucking assholes.
That's so much better. It's like that moment where you like totally fucking got me back at work.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
Dickhead. Yeah, I remember that. And
go ahead, tell that story.
So
I love this story. It's so good.
Asshole. So we were in the middle of doing this. We were in the middle of doing this thing called inventory. So this team of people come in. They have to scan all of our shit to see how much money we lost throughout the year.
Yeah.
Whatever. So whenever they're there, whenever we have cases open, we have to like be by them to make sure they're doing it right. Or because like we have inventory groups of people that have stolen shit.
Yeah.
So we have to be there.
Can't trust anybody.
Yeah, and we can't do anything. So there's 3 of us at work that day. All 3 of us are standing around. This older guy comes up and goes, "Which one of you is the TV expert?" And without fucking skipping a beat, this piece of shit and another
coworker
and another guy we work with both go point right at me, and I'm like,
It was like we planned it, and neither of us had talked. I mean, it was instant.
Yeah,
We
I guess
both-
I got you, bro.
we
I
both
was
just-
so because one of my biggest pet peeves at work is when I'm like if somebody like if another coworker that's not my boss,
Yeah.
is just like they don't want to deal with it, so somebody's just like he's got it, and then in front of the customer you can't like I mean I guess you could,
Yeah,
but you don't want to like argue. Yeah, it's unprofessional, so I'll just. You have to kind of just grit your teeth, do it, and then come back and be like,
and I understand the pet peeve thing, right?
Yeah.
Because it's more like a just ask me, because I wouldn't mind if you asked, but
Yeah.
telling me I'm gonna do it, because it's like volunteering is more like telling somebody,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
yeah, he'll do it.
Yeah, and
And
like,
I'm not
I
your
will.
I'm not your boss.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna argue with them in front of a customer.
Sure.
So they did that. I go and help them, dude. Like the fucking stars aligned. The
Oh,
other
yeah.
coworker like went to lunch or something. So it's just me and Alex standing there. I just got done helping that person. I walk around the corner and this family comes up. They go, "Which one are you the phone expert?" I go, "He's got it, dude." Just my pants.
Immediately, I was like,
I
fair
saw
play.
your face. You looked down and smiled. You're like, "You motherfucker."
I was
I'm
like, fair play.
That's what you get, bitch.
I was like, fair play, because it was so good. It's like rarely does that kind of stuff happen
Yeah.
with multiple people, where like both me and our coworker just were like,
He's got it.
yeah, I mean, I would have pointed at you no matter what, because that was
Fucking
my thing,
asshole.
but I didn't know he was going to.
I don't know either one of you were gonna fucking Judas 1 and 2 over here.
And I didn't think that, like, another customer was going to come up, who's the phone expert? That's like, such a rare, like,
Oh,
question,
yeah, yeah.
right? Like, most
Back to
people
back.
most people just go, like, hey, can you guys help me with phones?
Yeah.
It's not like who's the phone expert? Who's the TV expert?
Yeah.
Nobody says that.
Back to
And then
back?
back to back, the guy comes
Immediately.
a whole fucking a whole gaggle of people too.
And I love that.
I get it way worse.
You
too.
got to deal with the people wanting the phone and the shithead kids running around screaming while
Yeah.
you're trying to talk to them.
Yep.
Dude, it was
and multiple different people had questions.
karma, bitch.
Oh yeah, it was so good.
And he got caught over there, and I was
couldn't
just
even-
like,
I couldn't even be mad. I mean, he's just like red faced, crying, laughing behind the counter. He's like, "Yeah, I fucking did it. Like everything worked." I come back from helping them, and Dylan's just like, "How's that feel?
how do you feel,
Like,
bitch?
how's that feel?"
And you know what was even funnier is because I was the only other person I had to be at the cases. I sent another person your way. I'm pretty sure.
So, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
I was like,
'cause
"Oh,
you
he'll help you out. He's
unlocking
got you."
Oh, dude, it was so
Beautiful.
good. I couldn't even be mad. It was
Yeah.
it was perfect.
Beautiful. Dude, you know what? I was going to tell you back when we were telling the pissing with the pants down in the bathroom story.
Yeah.
When I was a freshman, in that same bathroom that the special needs kids would go to the bathroom in, like we all took lunch around the same time. In that same bathroom, you can another Trey story. You can ask Trey. There was a single pube.
We're gonna have to get Trey in here.
I gotta get Trey. He's in fucking Arizona, bro.
Oh well, never mind.
There was
Fuck
a
you, dude.
single pube on the wall, and we saw it because the little curly
How the
black
fuck
hair,
Did you see it? Was it big?
white walls,
Oh,
right by where you wash your
Just
hands.
black
It's just
pube.
right there, dude. We were like, I wonder how long this shit's gonna be on the wall. It was there for a year and a half, dude.
no way.
Yeah, it was the pube bathroom.
It's like they don't clean that
I
bathroom.
guess not, dude.
Holy shit.
But yeah, there was a pube on the wall for a year. I mean, you can ask Trey. That was also the fight bathroom. So when anybody wanted to settle like any
Oh,
beef, like
shit.
that's where they would fight.
I forgot to tell you, this can stay in. This is totally fine. We're restarting.
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you, there's a clip, speaking of like cutting stuff out,
Yeah.
there's a clip in like episode 4
Yeah.
that where you were like, yeah, Serena's pretty cool. She's pretty chill. She's awesome. Dude, Serena was watching it on the TV one
Oh,
day and she
no.
just goes, like literally. And I told her, I was like, I was going to cut that part out just to tell you that he did say this
Yeah.
and that I cut it out.
I still want her freaking Attack on Titan shirt. Sick.
Dude, yeah, she was telling me that you guys were talking about it and that you said you weren't gonna buy it because you didn't want to copy her.
Yeah. Also, it's like $25, and you know, as we talked about earlier, I'm fucking broke. So
We're perpetually broke.
unless you guys like and subscribe, this is podcast.
Yeah.
So I know last podcast on episode 5 we ended with. By the way, we're doing 10 episodes a season. And then we're probably gonna do like a funniest moments for like episode 11, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna take a 2-week break just so you guys know. But we're already over halfway through
Yeah,
the first
dude.
season. That's crazy.
Putting in work.
But so last episode we had that Josh's burrito bit, which we did not think was gonna be that funny. So we ended there, and we had something else we wanted to talk about, and we were gonna do it on this podcast.
Yeah.
And I completely I know it's probably by the time this comes out, it's gonna be kind of old news. Maybe not. Maybe some dude. Imagine
think
if
it's
something.
still-
What if something comes out about it the day that we drop this? Like something
Dude,
actually
That
comes
would
from
be
it.
wild. Like this episode would probably blow up especially if like we named it something about
Yeah.
about him. You know what I mean? it's definitely like, I don't think it's not relevant right now. I think it's definitely relevant. I just think it's not like viral. It's not something that's being talked about often, but it's definitely like under a certain group of people.
Yeah.
It's definitely still relevant.
So the comedian Tom Segura, which we're both huge fans of, there's also a guy that comes into work that looks just like Tom Segura.
Yeah, it's weird. Every time we have to do a double take.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like, he looks. It's like, I'm not kidding you. If you could have a twin brother without having a twin, he gets as close as you can possibly get.
Yeah, I think next time we see him, we need to ask him like for a picture, because I think it'd be cool to put that on our Instagram, and I don't think that he would be like I don't think he'd be offended by it, and I also like he's got to have gotten this before, right?
I mean, he has a bald head. He looks the same.
Nice beard, yeah.
Same beard, same hair, same build.
Sick beard.
Yeah, he does. Same build. This guy might be a little thinner than Tom Segura, but Tom Segura's gotten like in shape now.
Really, really in shape.
So they look. It's crazy. It's almost uncanny. But
it doesn't help that Tom Segura broke all the bones in his body. That's why he got into shape.
That's true.
Yeah.
So there's this whole thing between Tom Segura and Garth Brooks. For those of you who don't know, somebody, I think on Reddit or something like that, they broke down like
all of his
here's
tour
the
dates.
thing. I'm a fan of Garth Brooks' music. I don't love country, but like Garth Brooks makes some fucking hits. I mean, you can't even. He's one of the biggest country stars of all time.
Yeah, he's huge.
And but there's this.
But he's also a huge murderer.
There's this dude on Reddit, or somebody on Reddit, I think is where it started.
Yeah.
That was like, hey, I think Garth Brooks is a murderer. Here's why. And there's this whole thing about like the tour dates of like when Garth Brooks was in a certain city and murders that happened at the same time. And there's like multiple ones that align with the same times he was in a city.
Yeah, like in his concert and like the times that he was there and like flights that left or his tour bus leaving, like there's he lined this shit up.
Like,
and it
dozens of murders.
It basically like to the average person, it's like undeniable that you can't be like, there's no way you have nothing to do with this.
I don't know. I have no idea.
Like if you go through if you look at it, it's actually like weird. It makes you makes you feel like really uncomfortable. Like, cause it makes you feel like it's almost like denying something that's like right in front of you, right? It's almost like being like, well, that's fake, that's doctored, right? But what are the chances of like somebody going missing or somebody being discovered
like
dead?
That many coincidences?
Yeah, because here's the thing: like once is a coincidence, twice is a blah blah blah, and then like 3 times is a pattern, right?
Yeah.
There's a thing where like eventually you have to be like, if hundreds of tour dates line up with this, then like you should be being looked into. Like you're a fucking murderer, dude. Like,
well, I
like,
mean,
where are the bodies?
Where are the bodies, Garth? That's like. That was trending on TikTok at one point.
Yeah.
But like, here's the thing. I don't know all this, so I know there's gonna be somebody, because I like Garth Brooks' music, whatever. There's gonna be somebody, if they hear this, they're gonna be like, "You fucking." I don't have every single detail and every single fact. I don't have all the dates. You could look it up easily, but we've just been seeing this floating around. And Tom Segura obviously has a massive podcast, multiple massive podcasts, and he started bringing this up, and he was like, "Wait a second, what the fuck's going on?"
Yeah.
And then Garth Brooks has now blocked him on all social media.
Yeah.
And apparently this was on Theo Von's podcast with Tom Segura. Apparently there is one of Tom Segura's like he knows like 2 people that are very, he didn't say who, but like very reputable people that are like in that circle.
Sure.
That have
like Garth Brooks' circle.
Yeah, Garth Brooks' circle. That's like, hey man, every time your name gets brought up, he brings up the video of you breaking your leg, and he's like, yeah, that's what he gets. Yeah. So if nothing's going on with Garth Brooks and he's just trying to taint his,
sound like a murderer, I don't know what.
Well, if somebody's trying to taint your name, I'd probably do the fucking same thing. But bro, I don't know. It's crazy. I want to know what you guys think. Like, if you guys know anything about this, like, comment down below if you're on YouTube, whatever. But like, it is weird. Like, okay, bro.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Dozens and dozens of like coincidences of like Garth Brooks is here, 1 or 2 murders happen. Garth Brooks, it's just. It is weird. Yeah, I will say.
It is very weird, and it kind of makes you, it's like, at least if it's not like what I said before, if it's not like where you go, okay, this can't be a coincidence.
Yeah.
It at least makes you have to take a step back, like, and go, this is so many that at least I have to at least open my mind up to kind of believe it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because if it was like 3 times out of 12,000 tour dates, then it'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, Garth Brooks is not a murderer.
He goes to major cities. Murders happen all the time.
But
It's like people that are missing. It's not just that's the other thing. I think it's like that's why the whole "Where are the bodies" Garth thing happened is because they're not just getting killed; they're just going missing completely. They're gone.
Yeah,
you know, like
nobody knows.
It's not like a random like these dudes were fighting, they shot each other. It's like people are like completely off the face of the earth.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's like just women or just men or whatever. I said, I don't have, like you said, I don't have all the details either.
Yeah.
I just know from like podcasts or like from the Reddit thread and stuff like that. And also, like you said, somebody's gonna come into the comments like Garth Brooks is definitely not a murderer. Probably, right? I don't know.
I don't either.
But I also love just like reading about something and being like, yep. and I believe it.
I told Alex.
I believe it 100%.
We talked about this at work, and he goes, "He's a murderer." I'm like,
yeah, immediately. I love just like going like, yeah, oh yeah, I'm on board. Because that way, like, if fucking imagine that trial. Like, imagine it's like our generation's like OJ.
Oh shit!
Right?
It would be.
Imagine it being like our generation's OJ. Like, if it happened, if it comes to trial,
yeah,
like, and I was the guy who went like out of the two of us, I was the one who went, yeah, he's definitely a murderer, and he comes out to be guilty.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. If we put something, maybe we should name this episode like "Where are the Bodies, Garth?" or something like that. Dude, imagine if we drop this, because we don't drop it for a week and a half. Imagine if we drop this fucking episode, and like that day or the day after, like he's like arrested. Like somebody investigated it, and it comes to a head.
There would be millions of views on this thing.
Crazy.
Because it would be the algorithm. Dude, the algorithm would be going nuts. Everything on YouTube would be about Garth Brooks and the arrested, right?
Yeah.
So anything with the word Garth or Brooks in it would go fucking nuts.
Yeah. Do we want people looking at our dumbass faces? And we're not.
We have literally no fucking facts either. Like, we have a Reddit thread and Tom Segura, and we're just saying Garth Brooks is a fucking murderer.
What are your sources? Reddit, Tom Segura.
Dude, Tom Segura says he's a murderer. I believe it. And then Dylan's like, maybe. Like, there's a lot, but like, maybe.
Bro,
maybe not.
And there's a guy at Walmart looks like Tom Segura.
Dude, maybe, yeah.
That's all that you need in court, I think.
That's it.
If we went to court with that, guilty.
Yeah, I mean, he's immediately convicted. Yeah.
Yeah, we have no facts. We're just fucking idiots. So what?
Yeah, it's so true.
So don't take
fucking
it.
put us into court. And they're like, this video says he's a murderer.
Why do you know?
Why did you say that?
So like we said from the beginning, we want you guys to. This is just like shit we would talk about normally, and you guys are just listening in on it. You know what I mean? So like we're dumb as shit. I don't know much about this besides Tom Segura and fucking. Maybe a Reddit thread. I don't even know where the original source came.
Yeah,
it could have been a Facebook post.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. I just know like in Tom Segura's like latest Netflix special, Sledgehammer.
Yeah,
he literally says like, "Where are the bodies, Jude?" I think he says Jude. I don't know if that's like his real name. I'm gonna have to look that up because like I deadass don't know, but I'm almost positive I know he says "Where are the bodies," but maybe I'm getting the word Jude.
Real name. Troyal Garth Brooks. His first name is Troyal, like Troy, like Royal with a T at the beginning.
That's weird. I don't know.
Maybe he's saying dude.
Maybe, but I'm pretty sure it's Jude.
Bro, do you remember his alter ego?
Who?
Garth Brooks' alter ego?
The what? Fuck. The murderer?
The murdering one? Alter ego. It is.
Imagine him like pleading.
Chris Gaines. You've never seen this?
No.
If you guys are listening,
what the fuck is that?
Look up Garth Brooks, Chris Gaines.
Dude, look at that soul patch.
I know, dude. That's the most 90s looking guy.
That is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. My dad
I got a soul patch.
Used to do that.
Just the soul patch?
Yes.
That's gross.
Yeah, it's the worst thing ever.
The only reason why I have one is because I wanted to fill in, because I have a decent beard here. Nothing.
Soul patch is totally fine if you have a full beard.
You know what?
But like that soul patch and nothing else,
it's gross.
He's definitely murdered.
You're the singer for Smash Mouth.
That locked it in for me.
Dude, you know what? Dude, imagine a pencil thin beard and a soul patch. Smash Mouth. That's all. Dude, that's the first thing I think of.
That picture right there locked it in for me. I bet Chris Gaines is the one doing the murders.
He's like two personalities.
Yeah. What if he's like going on tour dates and he gets like kind of drunk or whatever after the concert, and then like Chris Gaines comes out and he just goes kidnaps women.
Jesus Christ, bro. I don't know, man. We're gonna get. What if our YouTube channel just gets shut down? Garth Brooks owns YouTube.
That would confirm it for me.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to do outro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let us know what you guys think. Is Garth Brooks a murderer, yes or no? Hopefully you guys have more facts than us, because we're just fucking stupid.
I mean, I honestly don't give a shit if you have more facts or not. I think he's a murderer.
I think it's just funny. Anyways, that's going to be it for
Yeah.
episode 6. Over halfway through
Another one
season number
down.
1. So if you guys enjoyed, as always, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe, leave us a review, subscribe
Download.
to us. Yeah, download us. Whatever platform you guys want to listen to, we're on fucking literally everything that you could have a
Everywhere.
podcast on.
Yeah.
We can page you if you want.
Dude, honestly, we'll
Dude.
reach back into the 1990s.
Yeah, no shit. I'll send you
Yeah.
a newspaper
Yeah, we'll
with
figure
the
it
script.
out. Yeah. We'll figure it out.
But that's going to be it for episode 6. We love you guys. We appreciate you. Until next time, we'll see you later. Love you.